greeting there. Good morning. Irashaimase is welcome, and come on in. Make yourself at home. Welcome to Foam Rollerama. My name is Vivian, and this is 30 minutes of foam rollering. Foam rollering, foam rolling. And today's primary focuses will be Pilates-inspired exercises. Spine extension, which is defined as sort of opening the chest with a bit of a back bend. When we sit up very, very straight and we turn our back extensors on, we are in spine extension. Your spine is extending up, up, up toward the ceiling. All right, have your foam roller available here on the side, and we'll be using it to go lateral. Lateral is to bend sideways. I'm going to scoot forward just a little bit so that you don't lose my head too soon. I love the sunlight in this room. That's not bad. Okay, let's get started. Take a deep breath in through the nose and begin to exhale, closing the ribs down. Take a couple of deep breaths to really focus and to identify your abdominals. As you inhale, inflate. And as you exhale, maximize that abdominal effort. Inhale. And as you exhale, I'm going to lean already onto one roller here to one side. Inhale. As you exhale, notice the spine is bending in a C curve, sideways. Keep your butt grounded. Inhale, return, and we'll repeat the same side. Inhale. Come up and over. Release the shoulders as much as you can. Inhale. We'll do it 2 more times here. Here's just a simple lateral stretch, lifting the rib cage, opening the waistline, and find some space between the rib bones. Here we go. This time, rotate. As you turn, you can aim both hands to the roller. I turn my roller at a slight angle and then push-pull the roller back and forth. Mostly push. Try to keep your head down. Mostly push. Once more, push. Push and keep the arm out. Then lift the arm, recover. And this time, we'll go up and over. And when you rotate, you've got 2 hands on the roller. And I'll push away, return, push away. And when I'm returning, I'll lift my head and then lower my head. As I return the roller toward me, lift the head. So here you are, twisted and lifting in spine extension. So here's the low position. Arms are straight. Pull with arms straight. One arm feels shorter than the other, I recognize. One more. And as you return, you're very tall and long through the neck, shoulders down. Push forward to finish. Lift the arm. Return through your sort of like a cartwheel pass. Other side. We did 4 sideways, rolling away. Here's the first one. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Woo! Woo! I can't even describe it. So this does feel good. If you're just watching, really you could benefit with or without a roller. And so this one is number 4. When we come over, you'll rotate and turn, pull the abdominals in. I make a minor adjustment with my roller, keeping the head down. Push, a little pull. Push, a little pull. You should be feeling right where the arm attaches to the torso, right beneath the shoulder blade. Each time you exhale, press. As you exhale, press. This time press and stay away. Remove the arm and come through what I call a cartwheel pass. Here we go. We're coming through the cartwheel pass. When we rotate, we will pull in and push away once. Then lift the head and chest, push away, low. Raise the head, pull in. So there is a rounded back with a bend, and then a extended back with the rotation. Head down, pull with lifted spine extension. One more. Oof. And then return. You'll push away for the last time, remove the hand up, and come through that cartwheel pass. Placing the foam roller here. Same. I'm going to do a roll down and we'll land with our head on the foam roller. So here's inhale. Pull the abdominals in and rounding backward. Each vertebrae, one vertebrae at a time. You want that foam roller to land right at the base of the neck. Keeping your head down, turning your head from side to side just a few times. Turning your head side to side a few times. Ooh. Raise the arms up toward the ceiling and notice that when you overextend the arm, the shoulder blades have lifted from the floor. So retract the shoulder blades down. The tips, the medial borders of your scapula, are on the foam roller. Inhale, arms open. Ooh. And then exhale, close. One more. Inhale, arms open. Exhale, close. Really stretch those arms. Lift the shoulder blade. A little rotation of my upper body and my arms and my head. So sort of like I'm maybe aiming something that I'm going to shoot out there. Oh, but my whole body. Or maybe more like swinging a baseball bat and my whole body is rotating. All of the body except my pelvis, my feet and legs are grounded. Roll from shoulder blade to shoulder blade and take your head with you. Where now I'll say leave your head looking at the camera, but let the arm and the shoulders go. Turn away from the camera opposite the arms and look away. So as I come through center, past center, and my head turns away from my arms. I'll do it one more time. Head, neck, turning opposite the hands and arms. Find center, shoulder blades down, relax the arms. We're just going to do a little rolling like a ball as you exhale, rolling a couple of times. Come to seated, check your balance, looking good. Put your foot down long enough to bring the foam roller so that it'll be just at the bottom of the shoulder blades, but certainly across the rib cage, not the lowest ribs. You will plant your feet a little closer and be ready to launch your rear end off the floor. Back and forth, a little massaging of that upper back area at the shoulder blades. My shoulder blades are neutral on the roller. If I pick my arms up, that opened the shoulder blades really wide across the back. That might feel good too. Or you can leave the elbows in a low position, low, not quite resting on the foam roller. I'm going to pause here. My butt is up as high as I can. I do not want to drop my head. My elbows are low, just kissing that roller. Turn the palms so they're palms up toward the ceiling, then bring the arms so that they're now palms down toward the floor. So you kind of feel like you're making a goal post, like you are a human goal post, but you're the goal post while you're on your back. I think there's a toy that boys play with called the Transformer. Anyway, you're sort of like these robotic arms. My very 90-degree arms are just rolling back. My very 90-degree arms are rolling forward. Here's the last one. Oof. Yep. Oh, it's a bit of a shoulder stretch. I'm all the way down. I'm going to just kick forward and stretch out the base of the neck. Roll the whole spine. Very, very rounded. Next, the foam roller will come down parallel, and you will be lying on that roller. Let's find a good light. Come to sitting on the foam roller, and then take your time as you start to roll back. Very, very slowly. Now make sure you're all the way at the end of that foam roller down there, because you want your head up here to land on the roller. Fortunately, I am short. Bring the feet in a little tiny bit narrower and be sure that you have centered yourself on the roller. So we are still working on spine extension, although right now we're in neutral spine. Just for clarification, neutral is when your spine is not all flat, mashed in the foam roller. Allow the spine to maintain that natural curve and maintain natural neutral ribs. I have big ribs, so they tend to flare open a little bit. I need to control and close my ribs. Balance exercise with elbows down on the floor. Walk the feet in a little narrower. Remember to keep your elbows on the floor for balance. I am lifting one leg, and we'll call it knee lift. Put your leg down. Leg number 2, knee lift. Once you understand the exercise, avoid looking at the camera. Keep your eyes focused up toward the ceiling. If you want this to be more difficult, then close your eyes. Keeping your eyes closed often heightens your awareness, so become aware of your spinal alignment. Once you're confident about the alignment, you can raise your elbows off the floor. Just float, hovering those elbows off the floor. I'll continue my marching exercise. Each time, my foot comes down lightly and then switch. I can continue this balance exercise with my arms slowly rising toward the ceiling as I reach my arms. Once I've got my arms all the way up straight, I realize that my shoulder blades came off the roller. Oh no. Pull those shoulder blades back and down on the roller. Now, I'll stop when my feet are flat on the floor. Arms open wide. You might knock your knuckles on the floor. Raise the arms up, and once more. Open arms wide, knuckles on the floor, and return. This time, listen. My arms are wide. Lifting one leg with the arms, and then down. Lifting one leg with the arms, and all the while, this balance exercise is demanding some attention at your core. Deep abdominal muscles, your transverse abdominis, keeping the pelvis steady on the roller. Keep your head steady, and that'll help to keep your upper body calm on the roller. I'll just do one more on each leg. And then place the elbows on the floor. Last exercise. Bring one knee up, then bring the second knee up. We'll keep the knees bent and flex your ankles. One leg now coming down with a light tap on the floor. Wait for the leg and second leg. Light tap and return. Now this exercise we do frequently on the mat. This exercise, while elevated on the foam roller, takes you 6 inches off the ground, which means there's about 6 more inches that your leg is traveling, the whole leg is traveling to get down in search of the floor. Light tap and return. This will be more challenging when you close your legs. Both legs together at the same time. Tap. I suggest you close the legs together, keep them glued or like a Ziploc bag. Zip it and close those legs. Together they're traveling like one unit. In fact, it looks like I have only one leg in the mirror or in the camera there. So as you continue, you are going to test your balance and try removing your hands off the floor. Hands and elbows are hovering close to the floor, like the training wheels on a bicycle when you first learn how to ride. This is just my last one now. Don't fall. Oy. And then I'll just put my feet down. Fall off the roller. You've done enough of those. Hug your knees into your chest. The hugging of your knees, lower back, flat, mash your back in the mat, and roll from side to side. We're going to kick it up, roll up, come to seated, and we get to do the face down exercises now. Placing the foam roller near the front end, and Today, the legs will be open, and you are free to open your legs to the point where your big toe is just caressing the edge of the mat. So the legs are turned out. You can call it ballet second position. Placing the forearms on the roller. I'll begin with a very casual rolling down and rolling up. Bringing the elbows in a little narrower, making minor adjustments so that I know I'm confirmed to be in the center, middle of the mat. As I pull, I'm palms up. As I push, thumbs down. Pull, palms up, and gradually you'll get a little more limber. We're getting into the meat of this workout, if you will. Spine extension was my theme. Lift. good 7 or 8, maybe 9 or 10, but who's counting, to get up a tiny bit higher. I am not counting, I'm just looking for quality here, not quantity. Making my last adjustment, and this will be my last one. As I rise, the buttocks are turned on, heavy at the pelvis. Lift long through the spine, and then inhale, surge a little higher, and then come all the way down. Oh, it gets me every time. You can pull it back and sit back in child's pose. As you sit in child's pose, you can keep your arms in front. If your hands are on the roller, you'll be able to sink your head down, maybe all the way to the mat. Coming up to all fours. Ooh. So with this heightened awareness and spine mobility, I'm opening my knees a little wider and going through a rounded back. Notice I'm sort of crouching back over my heels, and then coming to a flat back and arriving on top of the roller. Probably not a good angle for you to really see all that. So here is tucking my tail, rounded back with a low crouch. Here is uncurling my spine and arriving at flat back, long neck. Start with a tail tuck and draw the abdominals up, rounded back, as you look like you might sit on your heels. Start with your pelvis lifting forward, and then finish the undulation of the spine, and the head arrives. You could think of it as head first or tail first, but whichever way, we're basically going backward with a wave undulation of the spine. So I'm starting up and ultimately finishing in flat back. Here I am, I have arrived, I'm on top of the roller. I am aware that this could be too demanding on the hand or wrist. If it is a little too demanding, then try it on the forearms. Let's do this first one. What am I doing? It is a variation of bear claw. So my toes are tucked and ready for me to lift my knees. I'm ready, are you? Are you? What? Stay here, pull your abs up. This will be a little bit of a test of stamina, and sometimes it's a little bit more mental stamina than it is physical stamina. And come on down. Rest if you need to, and we'll be doing this exercise again. Here we go with some variations. Toes tucked, exhale, launch. I am just going to walk back, back, forward, forward, back, back, forward, forward, right, left, left. Last time, finish, stop, knees down. I am sitting really low now, really low in my child's pose position, really low. We will repeat the exercise, and because I started on my right, this time I'll start on my left. If you are interested in this forearm position, that's what it'll look like. I'm ready to launch. I'll start my left. Back, back, front, front, back, back, front, front, left, right, right. Last time, forward, stop, and rest. You can sink down nice and low, take a moment for yourself, really stretch, relax, release, recuperate. That's what happens when you're trying to say recover and recuperate, you get recuperate. I forgot what I was doing. Okay, so here I am. I know that the beginning of the exercise will look like I'm in a standing position. Let me just make a minor adjustment. My camera. And when I mean standing, I just mean that I'm standing on my knees. My roller is in front. I should have doubled my mat. Okay, so here's where I want to start, and this is where the starting position. Head first, nod your chin to chest. Your fingertips will arrive on the roller. This is where we will be stopping next time. Don't come all the way upright. Here is where I'll push the roller, and I'm coming down into that low crouch position. Let your hands sink through the arms. As you come up to standing, start that tail tuck and undulate your spine to a high position and stop when you're at the edge of the tippy tips of your fingertips. Here we go again. Head dive, roller push, down, and undulate the spine so that your belly perhaps is low, like you're in kind of a downward dog-like position, or the cow of cat-cow. Start with tail tuck and undulate the spine. As you come taller and taller and taller, you are relatively tall through the legs, but you did not complete the tall in the neck. Here we go, head first. Dive, 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 push, 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 sink, sink, sunk. Pull back, start the tail first, undulating the spine. Sink fingertips, and this will be your last one. Dive, 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 roller, go, go, go. Sink, 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 sunken. Now you can sit back really low and heavy in your child's pose position. All right, let's make things a little bit more challenging. Foam roller is coming back. Placing shins on foam roller, folding the mat for a little extra padding. The exercise is sometimes called jackrabbit. Both legs are moving back and forth. Pull the abdominals in. Maintain the length of your spine and try not to ride the foam roller back and forth. This is riding the foam roller back and forth. Don't do this. Stay stationary in the upper body. This can be done with one leg, so I've got veterans out there in Pilates land. Do it on one leg. All right? Pause a moment. Rest off of your hands if you need to. The next variation of the exercise is really and truly much more like downward dog. The tail will go up toward the ceiling so that my head will go down toward the floor. In order to execute this exercise, the foam roller is all the way down at my ankles, not the shins, and my legs are closed. Here's my first one. Although it's not as pretty as it could be, I have seen, this is so hard for me to describe, where the toes would flip onto the roller, which will allow you to push your head through your arms. This is where I'd like to be optimally, but it is really risky, so be careful. As I come down, I have to flip my foot, and there I am in plank. I'll do it again, my pike, exchange the toe position, and hope that my roller doesn't roll away, and then sink my head down through my arms. I can tell my roller's gonna roll away. I can see it moving. Here I go. Foot flip, plank. How about one push-up? All right, I did it. I can say I did it. All right, now just bring the foam roller up and separate your feet. So we've got one more spine extension. I have my toes in the bear claw position, so in case you need to see it, that is it. The base of my toes are down. The foam roller is just sitting there, and when I extend my spine, I can push onto the roller. Now, if this is too much weight, like your ankles or your Achilles tendon or your toes can't tolerate it, then flatten the foot and same. Reach for the roller, okay? Now, do what you can, because the idea is to expand across the chest. You may need to rest in between, resting in between, and here is where I would have exhaled. Here's my inhale as I open up, as if I want to open, like all the light from my chest and my heart are beaming forward. And down. I'm moving my foam roller. Whoops, I lost my foam roller. So imagine that your foam roller is somewhere near the sole of your feet. If it didn't, roll away and expand. Now what I could do is place my hands on my heels. Oof. Tighten the buttocks and keep pressing forward. Ah. Now this position, as you come back to vertical, is the same position that we'll need for this last position on the floor. Lie all the way down and grab one ankle, stretch briefly with your pelvis really heavy in the floor. Ugh. I'll switch and do a brief stretch, leg number 2, really heavy. If you need to put your head down, well, do what you need to do. And then, as I reach back and grab ankle number 1, I am going to imagine that I am in that position that I was just a moment ago when I was on my knees, and toes. Expand the chest with all that bright light from your heart reaching out forward. I'm going to relax for a moment and then come again up. Head up. Are you able to lift your thighs off the floor as well? Thighs off the floor? I can only wish. Ooh. And down. Here's my last one. Lift. Oof. Ah. Tighten the buttocks and imagine lifting your thighs. Ooh. And then down. Let it go and rest. I suggest you jostle the pelvis a little side to side, like really wagging your tail. It loosens the low back. Oh, I can feel it right there with my thumb. All right, very good. Oof. Push back one time, sit in your child's pose. Sink your head down. Oh. Come to a very casual all fours, hands, knees, for thread the needle. I'm threading the needle. I have arrived on my head and shoulder and reaching the arm up toward the ceiling. Try to maintain rotation, like pull your arm back. Oh, we did a lot of back work. Spine extension with rotations. Right now we're in rotation. Circle the arm around like it's a searchlight, searchlight, searchlight. Boom. Come on down and switch. So the head and the shoulder is landing on the floor. Raise your arm. Keep it reaching backward. Settle in. Then small circle, like a searchlight. Oh, it's revelatory. All right. Then come on down. Ooh, nicely done. Last time in child's pose, arms in front, tacky hands, pull with your hips nice and heavy. Keep that back long, keep your chest open wide. Whew. All right, stay mindful, come to seated, have a seat. Are you still sitting up nice and tall? Is your chest still open nice and wide? And are you still sitting with the bones that are even, balanced on the butt bones? We'll do a little neck exercise. First, I'm tilting my head like I want to drain water out of my ear. Hey, other side. Oh. We're just finishing up our foam rollerama. And we're doing some neck exercises to conclude. So I'm tilting, this is my side number 1, and this is my side number 2. This side is much tighter. I come to vertical and then nod my chin to chest. But listen, you can take your fingertips, like both hands, a few fingers, and push down gently at the back of your head. Okay? Don't do it to yourself the way you do your little brother. You know how you jam your little brother's head? Don't do that. Just lightly push your head down. My chin is definitely leaving an imprint in my chest. Chin to chest. Let go. Let your head rise up and lengthen the throat. Lengthen the throat. It's hard to say. All right, here's the more important exercise. I am pulling my head back. Pulling my head back. And when I turn sideways, you'll be able to see more clearly that I am pulling my head back. Head back. So it is an opposite, like chicken cluck. I really don't want to cluck my head forward. I want to pull it back. Pull it back. great for maintaining mobility in the neck, maintaining strength in the neck, and to remember that your head and neck are an extension of your spine. So, as we sit up nice and tall and conclude our spine extension workout, here's the inhale, arms up, and big exhale, and I'll give you a round of applause. So listen, important announcement. Next week, a week from today, which I think is like 27, I think, 27. This class will be at a different time, and I don't know the exact time. So look for foam Rollerama maybe at a different day or just a slightly different time, because I've got some conflicts. Please look on YouTube. My YouTube channel is Fit with Viv, all scrunched together, Fit with Viv, and my YouTube channel is my archives, where all my videos are for foam Rollerama. Some of them are Pilates based, some of them have a theme. Today was spine extension, and some of them are massage and myofascial release based, so with a little bit of like physical therapy based type exercises. I'm not a physical therapist, I'm just saying some of those easy exercises that we use in Pilates, I borrow from physical therapy and try to explain it very, so that it's purposeful. All right, and then I'll see you next week or tomorrow, regular Pilates at 11:30. We'll be using hand weights on Friday, light hand weights on Friday. 2 soup cans or bean cans, they're good substitutes. Otherwise, next week, Tuesday at 11:30, Pilates mat, 45 minutes. Sometimes we use a ring, sometimes we use a ball. Anyway, Fit with Viv, or Pilates V, signing off. Thank you very much for joining me. Bye.